Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 49, check 49, check 49. Check, go get him, go get him. Go get him.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Dobbins, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch out.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 41. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 4. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw now on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Run. Hey, watch that, go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see the accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Badgley set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. When that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
His own 8-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
There on the coverage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Mike 51, I'm coming for you. You mine.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
36.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores
Filet,
3 times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Good job, good job.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Giants 41, Jets 6. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Giants.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they try the right side here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The running back.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Giants.
Go. 94 is the mark. Don't get nervous. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.